In this video, we are going to discuss some tips and techniques to write an email for our directed writing task, Paper 2, Section 1. As we know, a directed writing task is one that requires you to follow a set of instructions or to respond to and evaluate the ideas in the text or texts. Directed writing task in your paper includes articles, reports, speeches, letters and emails. So let's start our video on how to write an email. What is an email? An email is a digital message sent electronically from one computer user to another over a network, typically the internet. It is a common form of communication in professional and personal settings. Here's a breakdown of its features and format for your English language class. Features of an email. Number 1 is recipient. Emails are sent to specific recipients' email addresses. Number 2 is the sender. The person sending the email is the sender. The sender's email address is displayed. Number 3 is the subject line, a brief description of the email's content. It summarizes the purpose of the email. On number 4, like letters, we have the salutation, that is a greeting addressing the recipient. Common examples are dear, the name of that person, or simply hello. Then we have the body, that is we are going to have the paragraphs 5 to 6 according to our task in directed writing question. The main content of the email where the sender conveys their message, request or information. On number 6 we have closing, that is a polite way to end the email like best regards, sincerely or yours truly. Now let's see a chart related to some of the phrases that you can use in writing an email, particularly an informal email. Informal email or letter we write normally to our friends, relatives or parents. Some of the phrases related to opening paragraph, then expressing thanks, then giving news and then closing. On the next chart you can see some of the phrases related to formal and informal email. So when you're asking the recipient to take some action, what should be the line or what should be the sentence for formal, very formal, and what might you use for your informal or friendly letter or email. So when you need a response but not necessarily an action taking, so again very formal and informal, both sentences are given. And then when you've heard nothing back and want to chase up a reply, then again very formal and then informal. So you have to be very careful about when you're if it's an informal email, then your choice of words and phrases, it is different. When it's a formal, then that you may write to a business, you are writing an apology email, or you're writing to a businessman or somebody else, someone whom you don't know personally, then you have to be very careful about very cautious about choice of words. Again, there are some instructions for the closure of formal letter or email. Yours faithfully can be used when the recipient is not addressed by name. In cases when the name is known, yours sincerely could be an option. Best regards is acceptable for both formal and informal writing, so prefer best regards or regards in your formal email. Next point, very casual and warm examples of signing off informal letters or emails are hugs, love or gratefully when a friend has done you a favor. So both formal and informal emails, the instructions are being given to you. So you have to make a proper word bank and you have to follow the whatever is being given in these worksheets. Contractions such as I'm and can't can be used in informal, that is the point that I've already told you, but not in formal letters and emails. Appropriate use of, now this is important, appropriate usage of passive voice and active voice is vital for formal writing, as active voice may sound a little too direct and rude sometimes. It is very important, so note it down. On the other hand, passive voice can give us a less confrontational feel as it softens the tones, which is preferable in formal writing. For example, in active voice we may say or we may write, we will not release the results today. But to be formal, we have to be polite. In passive voice we can write, results will not be released today. Another example is in active voice, I did my work, and in passive voice, my work was done. So you have to differentiate between formal and informal, and the use of active and passive voice. You have to prefer passive voice in formal emails.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and share to receive more videos like this in the future.
Now let's see a sample format how to write or how to begin the email in your examination. As you can see on this page, from, to, date, subject, then blank line, and then you have to the salutation. We have already discussed the parts of an email, so when you're going to start your email, you are going to begin like this, because format of every directed writing question is very important. So on the next page you can see a sample question with an answer and some of the instructions, some of the top tips for writing. So you can read what is the question, what is the task, and how although it is just a sample, but in your writing task, you have to follow the word limit, that is 250 to 350. It's just a sample, so you can follow and you can see how it's an informal email, so you are going to see how this candidate has written how he has attempted the task, and has divided his email into various paragraphs, what is the salutation, and how he has ended, and what is the closing. So that is just a quick revision of what we have learned about the informal and formal. This is the informal, but we have learned the format and features of email, so you may have this example. So here we conclude our first part of this video, how to write an email. Good luck.